Did you want to do an easy mini golf, by the way?
Sure.
Actually easy.
Yeah.
Did you want to do Treasure Cove or Garden, which was the pink one, and Sweet Tooth, but that's still hard.
That one wasn't that bad though. At least that one is aesthetically pleasing.
It's true.
I don't know. I really liked the two that I remember liking the most are Treasure Cove and the candy one, and then I did enjoy the garden one too, I think.
Okay, let's do Sweet Tooth again. Because it's been a while since we've done that one. Like, I like my romance to end happy, but otherwise, if it's like, if it starts dark and gritty from the beginning, I want it to kind of be that way. I want it to be that way the whole time.
I was just gonna say, I was going to recommend an author to you, and then I'm like, oh, I don't know now.
Like, I don't know. Because me, and I know Twilight books were not written well, and that's why I was able to read them, because I was dyslexic. I was like, hey, this isn't hard for me. This is nice. I'm not getting lost in nothing but description words. I'm looking at you, Lord of the Flies. Anyway.
Oh my god, Lord of the Flies. Fuck Lord of the Flies. I didn't like Lord of the Flies, and I majored in English, essentially, but creative writing. So.
I was like, this is like 3 pages of describing what the scenery looks like. I'm done.
Well, yeah, I read that for my AP English class, and I hated it.
Yeah, I read it for Challenge LA. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, I did not enjoy that.
Yeah, the mic. It's not the mic. I think it's the connection with Discord.
Yeah.
Because you had peaked again. Everyone's like, my ears.
I'm sorry. I can't do anything about it, guys. Like, I really can't.
Yeah.
It's not my mic. It's Discord.
Oh, and a perfect example of like... Huh?
Do you want to exit out of Discord and try jumping back in?
I don't know if it's that, though. Like, I don't know if that'll help.
I don't know.
Because you literally have been fine until like 2 seconds ago.
It sounds like a connection issue.
Yeah.
But like, there's literally nothing I can do about it, so I don't...
Yeah, there's nothing we can do other than like hope Discord gets its shit together.
Because if I turn my mic down, then everybody's gonna say that they can't hear me at all.
And I might not hear you in that case.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, what do you do?
Right. Damn it.
No, I was actually going to, I mean, I know you don't have a ton of time to read, but I was actually going to recommend one of my favorite authors to you. Her name is Victoria Schwab. She is amazing.
Ooh.
She is just, like, I love her. I actually recently met her, so it's pretty awesome.
I know this has no accountability, or no validity. I met Stephanie Meyer, but then found out what she was like otherwise, and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be proud of this fact. But at the time, I was really excited. So I understand being super excited to meet the person that you've been reading their works, and you're like, hey.
Yeah, she came to a Barnes & Noble.
Yeah!
That was, like, within range of... We still had to drive quite a bit to get there, but...
in the middle of nowhere.
I had the opportunity of meeting her, but she writes really, like... dark stuff, but
if I go into it knowing it's gonna be dark, I'm okay. The reason why I got upset at Harry Potter was because I was like already invested in the story and really liked 4. I loved Goblet of Fire when I was a kid, and then to go to just emo, and I was already going through my own friends who were emo in school, and I was like, I'm done. I'm sick of the emo shit. So
yeah, well, I read that one when it when it first came out, so I was pretty young, so most of it went over my head. For book 5.
Oh, yeah, I just couldn't push past it.
But
have a good night, Max.
6 and 7 are super good.
Thank you for stopping.
But she's written sci-fi and fantasy. I think you would really like her fantasy story. Yeah, well, there's because it's not all heterosexual relationships. Ooh. So I think you would appreciate that.
I do.
And it's like, it's about kind of like parallel. Why isn't it letting me? It was not letting me hit the ball there. It's about parallel Londons. So there's like 4 Londons, and then the main character can travel between each London. He's sort of like a messenger, and it's like, it's crazy good, but it's fantasy, and she just signed a contract, so she's gonna put 3 more books out. So
that's exciting.
That's pretty good. But my favorite book of hers is definitely Vicious, which is like a superhero story, but like sci-fi. Like basically these two college friends, roommates, find out how to kind of make themselves into superheroes, like scientific, like it's a science experiment sort of thing. Like they,
of course,
it's one of their thesis, like their master thesis, and they test it, and like they both become superheroes, but then they become like arch nemeses of each other.
Yeah.
And but it's really good, but it's really dark.
Yeah.
It's so good.
As long as I know going into it that it's dark, or like, you know, it at least gives that mood right away. Like someone had said in chat, but perfect example is Attack on Titan. I went into that knowing don't get attached to anyone. I was just fully prepared to just be like, and everyone dies and I'm good. As long as I know, I'm okay.
Not a lot of characters die in it, but it's very like basically both characters are really like dark and unlikable, and like her whole goal was to make you root for one of them despite the fact that they're both basically villains, which I thought was super cool.
I like that.
Yeah. So even though the main character is kind of, you know, he does a lot of really bad things, you still end up rooting for him. So
yeah, because you're like, awesome. Well, you're better of the two evils.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, almost got squished. Oh, what is happening?
But it's definitely in my top 10 books of all time. And that's saying something because I read a lot. So
one of my favorite books, which is horror in the beginning, absolutely horribly written, but I fucking love it. It's called House of Night.
Oh my god, Kat. Oh my fucking god.
Have you read it?
Yes.
I love that book. Like all 12 books.
I read 4 of them.
Or 13?
And then was like, okay.
It's horribly written, and it's from a college student and her mom are the two that wrote it.
Yeah.
I
feel like that's
fucking
kind
love
of a guilty
the story,
pleasure.
Though. I feel like it would be a perfect show. I feel like it would be an amazing TV show.
It's very much Vampire Diaries kind of.
Yeah, and my mom did buy me that book, and I never read it, and then it became a show, and I'm like, well, now it's a show, so now I don't go.
I watched a lot of it. I never finished Vampire Diaries.
I did watch a lot of it because my mom liked it.
I tried reading the book, and it was bad. I didn't like it at all. Yeah, I couldn't get past like the first 2 chapters. I really hated it.
I will say, so the House of Night series is terrible in the beginning, but she definitely improves with her writing. I will say, like hardcore improves with her writing. And on top of that, it gets so intense, and like people just die. There's a lot of like killing characters and then bringing some characters back, but some are just dead.
That's what it kind of gets a little ridiculous, and I think that was my problem.
I can't believe that. But I loved it. I love House of Night. It's definitely a guilty pleasure, and I have every single book.
I feel like you would really like Vampire Academy then.
I've not heard I've probably heard of it, but I don't know it.
Well, I read that recently, and I kind of thought that, you know, it was going to get bad, but it actually got better. The first one was probably one of the weaker ones, and it's definitely a guilty pleasure.
Ooh.
Look, but I liked it.
I will definitely.
I read through, I think there's 5.
Echo Batman. Oh, no. I read some of those, too.
Oh, hi, Nightshade's little sister. Hello. You're reading Insomnia right now?
House of Night gets really weird. But yeah.
I need to read more Stephen King. I did read The Shining, which I really enjoyed. I read half of Pet Sematary. I really need to read through the whole thing.
I've heard Stephen King is really good. I mean, obviously he's really good, but I mean,
I've heard on writing is phenomenal. It's so good.
All of his stuff is intertwined too, which I think is like intrigues me that much more, because I love it when people include universes. Mm-hmm. Hence Marvel or DC or anything like that. I love it when things intertwine.
Before I forget, because people are asking, which book? It's called A Darker Shade of Magic. That's the first one. There's 3 in the series. She finished it, and now she's doing, she signed a contract so that she's going to do 3 more books, and it'll have some of the same characters, but I don't think it's like the same main characters. But yeah, it's basically about the magician who can go to any of the Londons, and then it's also about a female thief, and they kind of like get mixed up together, and it's good, and her villains are terrifying. Like,
yes, I love a good villain.
They're so scary, like in the best way. So there's that one. She also wrote, oh my gosh, This Savage Song and Our Dark Duet, which is really great because it's a YA, so it's not A Dark Shade of Magic is technically adult fantasy, and then this one is like YA. But basically what happens is every terrible act that humans do creates physical monsters. So like if you murder someone, then a monster is born of that. Ooh. And then like the humans are kind of fighting with these monsters. And so that's just 2 books. It's a duology. That was really good. I read that as well. But like Vicious is still my favorite of all of them. And she's writing a sequel, and I'm so excited. It's going to be great. That's the superhero one. But
I love getting excited for book releases.
Yeah. Because like, I haven't in a long time.
I would say House of Night was the last time I had to wait for a book.
For me, it was Cursed Child, and then I was horribly, horribly disappointed and angry, so... That was the only book I've ever returned. On a perfect
note, but there definitely are some. House of Night's very spiritual and very, I would say, pagan, Wiccan in a way. There's also the reason why I loved it initially was because polyamorous relationships exist in it, and I was like, polyamory. That made me so excited because most books do not touch on that at all. Right. And they do it in a healthy way. Not initially, but it gets better. Initially, she definitely learns from some horrible, horrible mistakes. But it becomes like... It actually is a good book on showing redemption for a lot of people. And then also showing how good people can just turn evil. Like
me.
No, not quite like you. Like,
right, I was evil from the start.
All that too. No, I'd say you're fairly neutral. Chaotic
am I
neutral?
Evil?
I would say you're chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral, or am I lawful evil? That's the question.
But you're not actually evil, though. That's why I say chaotic. Because you don't, you're not always evil. Like, you wouldn't hit an animal. Or, like, you wouldn't straight up just kill a person because you felt like it. They would have to have done something to initiate it. But then again, I could be wrong. I could be just analyzing this totally wrong. But me, I'm apparently, I took a test.
That's really funny.
A really long
put in the
test.
Chat what you think we are, because I want to know.
Yes. Okay, then I won't say what I am. But I took a test and I found out what I am, and I have a pin of it.
Oh, there's
too.
a test? Of course there's a test.
It's a really fucking long test. My friends made me take it.
Really?
Because they were so excited, and we all got our pins afterward. Oh my god. And Shy Guy was so close to that. Shy Guy was a very interesting result too. I'll say what Shy Guy's is, because not many people know Shy Guy, but he was true neutral. He's just straight up neutral. I was like, of course you are, honey. I feel like I'm on. Do you see me? Do you? Yay! Do you see me right now?
No.
Please tell me you see me.
Who are you talking to?
You. Can you see where I landed?
No. It's making me spectate Lynn. Hold on. I'm going to you.
Spacebar.
Oh my god.
Like, how did I end up here? I'm like wedged.
Okay. Let me just like lay it out because a bunch of people have been asking. The superhero one is called Vicious.
Go for it.
Okay. The magic one with the different Londons is called A Darker Shade of Magic. And then the monster one is, the first one's called This Savage Song. So the first two are technically adult, but the characters are fairly young. I would say 20s, early 20s.
College students, right?
And then, yeah. And then This Savage Song, the characters I think are 16, 17. So there you go.
Legit.
But seriously, like, her writing is awesome. She's awesome. She's just an awesome person. Like, she's productive. Like, I follow her on Instagram and Twitter, and I'm just like, how are you a human? When you see like all the work that like somebody's doing, and you're like, how do you exist?
Yeah. It's like, please tell me your secrets.
Exactly.
I would love to know. Someone guessed that I'm lawful good, and no one has guessed anything else, so I'm wondering. Is your chat guessed at all?
Oh, no, a lot of them were asking me about book titles. DJM says join Chaotic Neutral Club with me.
I feel like you would be chaotic neutral, but that you might just be. I feel like you could also be true neutral.
That could be.
But so I am lawful neutral according to this test. That's super long. Oh, someone said neutral good. Kita's chaotic neutral is what gaming said. Gaming ghoul. So I took the test and I'm lawful neutral. I'm like, of course I'm lawful neutral. I'm just like straight up white from magic.
But like, what exactly is the difference between like lawful and chaotic?
Lawful, you follow the rules, no matter if that rule is good or bad, which I'm not like that. But like lawful is just like, it's the rules, I have to follow it. And I am kind of like that in the sense, like, I was a CA. I had people follow rules. I was all about policies and enforcing them and shit.
I think I'm okay.
I was always afraid to do anything bad because I didn't want to break the rules or break the law or anything like that. I'm always paranoid. Whereas, like, chaotic's more just, like, you don't have rhyme or reason. You just do. And they're the opposite spectrums. So chaotic's the opposite to lawful. Whereas neutral is just obviously neutral in both cases, hence true neutral. But then there's good and bad is the other opposites, or, you know, good or evil is what it is. And then good is just being a good person, whereas evil is just being malicious. Hence why I think you're more on the chaotic side if you were to think of yourself in a negative light. But otherwise, I think you might just be true neutral. Like, Shy Guy.
Probably.
Like, you're neutral until something affects you otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, I was definitely the goody two-shoe kid, which is really funny because most people did not, like, see me that way.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know why. I don't know if it was my voice or just the fact that, like, a lot of people tell me I'm super intimidating, and like, I had friends.
Stop scaring everyone.
I had friends who would tell me later, like, "Oh my god, I was so scared of you."
Really?
Like, why? Yes.
Aww.
And then and I was like, "Why?" I don't know. You just give off a vibe, and it's like, okay. I had like Eco was kind of scared of me. He was in the class above me too. He thought I was like this badass. Like,
you're such a badass, Kita.
He thought so, and I was like, guys, I have a 4.0. Like,
I'm so nice at heart.
I mean, so I wouldn't go to nice, but like,
not nice. I meant pure.
Like, I don't know about pure either, but more just like,
well, not
I follow.
Innocent.
You know, I follow the rules.
Do you feel obligated to follow the rules, or you want to?
I think it's more of a personal choice because, honestly, because my mom is like very much
the opposite,
not a follower of the rules, and did a lot of things. So like that made me morally sort of take stances on things that other people don't take stances on. Like, I don't drink and stuff like that. Not that I don't think badly of you if you do, but I mean, unless you're hurting someone. But like stuff like that, it just made me very moral, like in certain ways. Like, it really affected my morals, I think, her choices.
Right.
So
I am listening, but I'm also freaking out about a donation.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Nins! I'm AFK, I'm sorry. I got distracted. Thank you so much. Happy Labor Day weekend to you too. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for throwing all the love in chat too. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
I'm stuck.
Where am I going even?
Whoa. What just happened?
Thank you. You are a precious cinnamon roll. Thank you. I'm sorry, I can't say it enough. That was huge. Don't make yourself broke. Thank you. The test is moral alignment. Yes.
Thank you, Drandor, for putting that in the chat, by the way.
Eco agrees that he was a little afraid of you.
He was. It's really... No, okay, because he had... Both his parents were teachers, right? So, like, one was middle school, one was high school, and we both had them. So he was, like, golden boy. Like, always did, you know what I mean? Because he couldn't get in trouble. Because both his parents were teachers. And thank you for the host.
That would impact how well you do, wouldn't it?
And, like, he was just always really driven and a good student and really smart and stuff. And then like, but we did musical together. I'm like, what badass does musical? Like, but yeah, he was apparently like really afraid of me.
Oh, that's
I don't
cute
know.
though.
I really don't know why. It's not like I wore a leather jacket every day, although that is kind of my aesthetic.
You would have if you could have.
Yeah, pretty much. But like, I didn't. I was just, you know, in jeans, like looking like a normal person. So I never really understood why so many people were like afraid of me. But I had a lot of people say that to me. Or like if we'd get paired up in groups and like have to work on a project, people were like, "Oh, I was really afraid of you."
Really? Oh no.
Like, okay.
I don't know if I would have been afraid of you. I think I would have been intrigued by you.
Intrigued.
Well, I had a lot of friends.
Intrigue me, specimen.
Not like a specimen, but like people who definitely give off the vibe of like I will say River. First time I met him, totally did not like. He gives off the vibe of don't fucking talk to me. Not because he's angry or anything, but he's definitely on his phone all the time. He doesn't initiate the talk first. He's just very withdrawn. But I was like, I really want to talk to this person. But I was like a little nervous. Like I just didn't want to bother him was more of how I took it as. So I didn't talk to him just because of that. But I was like, I am so curious though, because you like make me want to know more about you. But then he ended up initiating the talk to me. And so that's how we ended up talking. Because I was like, I just don't want to bother him. I wasn't worried about pissing him off.
By my mystery.
Yeah, but like all of my friends looked like badass. All my friends looked like, you know, Chloe from Life is Strange, stuff like that.
Yeah.
All the punk, goth, like all of my middle school friends, we were all wearing trip pants, all black. I was probably the most girl next door looking of all of us, but we all wore that shit and like.
That's really funny to me.
Definitely my best friend was black lipstick, like blonde hair that they turned black, all of like the cheetah print, the punk clothes, spikes.
Dude, I knew girls like that, and interestingly, I was not friends with them.
That was the friend that I shouldn't have been friends with and found out 11 years later. But we were friends before they were that. We were friends at 4 years old.
Right.
So it was kind of like trying to get out of that friendship later.
Give me 1 second. Andy, thank you for the subscription, the resubscription. Andy says it was just a prank hand.
It was just a what was it? Hand prank. What did I say?
I think you said it was just a Hank prank.
That's what it was. Hank prank.
Yeah, in middle school, I was still wearing like athletic pants. I didn't wear jeans until the 8th grade because I had this OCD thing with fabric.
I didn't wear jeans for a long time either.
Yeah, it was really weird. Like people were really confused because I never like played sports, but I always wore like athletic pants because I did not like jeans and that was like the only other option.
Yeah. Because I never wore jeans until high school.
Yeah, I didn't wear them until like... What?
What made me curious about River? It's just something about people who are withdrawn. I'm just like...
It didn't...
I want to know more.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Like, why are you quiet? Why aren't you talking? I'm curious. A lot of my friends are the quiet ones, I would say. Now.
Eco apparently subbed to me and it didn't tell me.
Aww!
Thank you for subbing to me. Hold on, why didn't it tell me?
Also, you have 10 seconds, apparently.
Hey, Kat, if somebody subs to you, do you see all their like credit card information, like their personal information, like their names and stuff? Do you know?
I see their full name and that's it.
You do?
I think so. Why?
I didn't know if it went through Twitch though, like a sub. Oh,
maybe I don't know.
A donation,
I've never subbed.
A donation, yeah, we'll see your name, but I think for a sub, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think it. For a sub, I think I only see. First of all, like I never look, but you can request. I'm just an infinite loop. You can request an email of your subs, and it just tells you their Twitch names.
Yeah, so I don't think it'll tell. I don't think it'll tell your.
I was thinking donations for some reason.
Yeah,
donations show full names.
It'll say whatever's on your PayPal. So,
right. Which I found that out a little later that it was showing everyone my full name. I was like, great.
Yeah, I always had a business PayPal.
Are we back at the beginning? What the fuck?
Yeah, it keeps sending us back to the beginning, and I'm really confused.
Wow.
I think we have to go over there.
We have to fall in that hole or go into that hole?
No, I think we have to go to the right, don't we? Or do we have to go in the hole?
We can. I think we can go to the right. It's just harder.
Okay.
So...
gotta get in that chocolatey hole.
Stop it.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh my god. We did not have this much trouble the last time.
We didn't. I don't know what's happening. We're just having problems getting in that hole.
All of us are together too. Like in a cluster.
Yeah, we're all having hole problems right now. I just, like, you can't aim it to, you know what I mean? The Kit Kat bar comes out of nowhere and then you're screwed.
Yeah. Damn it. This is really sad.
Nico says getting my purple shorts back. Spam those panties.
Could we just not? Spartan says FFS. Which was that mean?
For fuck's sake.
Oh, because we all just...
Never gonna happen. We're just gonna be... This is our life now. What? Well, that's weird.
We're gonna hit the caps on strokes. That's gonna happen.
No, it's the email.
Yeah, Dreander, that's what I mean about the full name. It's like... What?
That's really weird.
I was on stroke 9.
I don't know. I got 7 apparently.
Oh, maybe we ran out of time. Maybe.
I think we
some
did.
people finished. Hey, I'll take it. Then we won't get extra strokes.
That's fine.
Someone said this map is hard, and like it was on hard, but it's not forest.
I still like it better than forest though, because it's like, I don't know. I don't think it's as difficult as forest. You know what, Kat? Leave the stream. I hate you. I got an eagle, so I can't complain.
Thank you for the bits. You can make it. Thank you. Thank you so much for the bits. We didn't make it that time, but I made it this time.
Andy, if you are not crushing on a person that's worthy of your crush, I'm gonna slap you.
Ooh.
Andy's always crushing on people that are not good people, so
Not
he better be a
deserving.
good one. Smack you, Andy.
Yeah, make sure the person is worthy.
Exactly.
You don't want to settle. That's like hardcore. Don't settle. You want to be with someone that makes you happy, and if you're not happy,
right,
get out if you can, if it's safe to get out. 'Cause fuck.
Yeah.
You don't want to find. You don't want to like look back on that later and be like, "That's some time I could."
No, and once you're with someone for a while, it's kind of hard to get out.
It really is. Because I definitely did not have a fun relationship for a year. And then they're the ones that left the relationship. If it wasn't for them deciding that, I would have been there. And that was not a fun one.
It becomes kind of commonplace. So, like, it becomes weirder to leave the relationship than to stay. Which is not good. Which,
this was a long-distance relationship. And I was 14? I think. And, like, it was long distance. I never met the dude.
Have you had?
Huh?
I said, geez, how many relationships have you had?
I think the last time I counted was like 16.
You've had 16 relationships in your life and you're 26?
That's including all of the stupid, like, 3-day-long ones of friends when we tried it out and we're like, this is weird.
Don't count those, though, Kat.
But I am counting that. So it was like, but that's also like...
I'm stuck. How do I get it? Where do I go?
6th grade, I pretty much was like, we're boyfriend and girlfriend now. Okay, now we're not. Now we are. 6th grade, I was a little hoe. But not actually.
Wow, Kat.
I didn't do anything but hold hands.
Kat, that's scandalous.
I didn't kiss until, I think, 8th grade, and it was a peck. Thank you, Smooth, for the host. Thank you. Thank you so much. For anyone watching, we were playing Tower Unite.
I've not had a lot of relationships, and I'm fine with that.
I take after my mother, and we definitely have lots of relationships. But
I don't have a lot of tolerance.
Then again, look at me now. I've been with Shy Guy for 10 years, and I've been with River for almost 6 now. So I'm pretty sure I'm committed now.
How long have you been with River?
Almost 6, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think our 6-year anniversary is this year. But this is like including in 6th grade, well, I dated a dude because I liked him. And then 2 weeks later, I liked his friend.
Wow.
And dated him for 2 weeks. Or no, I dated him for a month, only for me to ask his friend, why do you like me? And all he could say was, because you're hot.
Wow.
So I was like, you know what? I'm good. And then the other guy was like sweet to me. So about the breakup. So I went back with him only to be like, all right, there's a reason I broke up with you. I wasn't terrible, and I'm friends with all of my exes, so like I wasn't a bitch about it. I just was like, I don't think this is gonna work.
I think even if we're counting middle school relationships, I think I've still only had 4.
Yeah, so. I've definitely had, and then like again, I had a 3-day relationship with my best friend who I'd known since we were 2, and we were like, let's see if dating works. 3 days, we didn't even like hold hands, anything. We were like, this is weird. So. Yeah, it was just like, no. But then college was really where I was kind of finding out who I liked, how I work with it, or how I work in a relationship, and who would be right for that. So college was more of that area, because in college I dated 4 people.
Iko and I were dating in college, so we stayed.